I hate the way she talks. Personality? Does she have one? Look at her. I've never wanted to be friends with someone less. Excuse me, when did this turn into democracy? I never said this was gonna be democracy over here. Just everything, blah, is what I'm saying. Blah, I would never pull for her. Basically, I just want to talk about characters that I would never pull for / build. Characters that I already have that I would never build. Some of the characters I'm going to mention, you might like them, and that's fine. I either hate them or just would not vibe with them, so you know. Join us here live, twitch.tv/Mijin. You can tell me what characters you'd ever build or pull for, because I want to know. Maybe it's Ito, and I would ban you right away for that, but I do have clothes on under here. It's just the hair. What am I saying? Join us here live on Twitch if you want to tell me what characters you would never pull for or build. So let's get into it. All right, so right off the bat, who would I never pull for? Klee. I don't like so much about Klee. Personality, first of all, hate her personality. You might say she's an innocent child. That's exactly why I don't like her personality. All women and children are not safe around me, okay? Listen, a bad kit on a husbando might still constitute a build or a pull for me, because face, right? Face and body. Just like real life, women and children have to work much harder to be on the same level. I sound terrible when I word things like that. I'd like to remind everyone that this is a game. Good thing you weren't in charge of Titanic evacuation. Oh my gosh, you're so right.
Hadn't we better get the women and children into the boat, sir?
Women and children left behind. Okay, back to Klee. I don't like her personality, but more than that, I will build a child if their kit is good enough. Same with the lady characters. If their kit's good enough, I'll build them. They gotta be really good though. Everything about her personality, her mom. I usually get down with moms, not her mom. I feel like any lady who's willing to send us on a wild goose chase on an abandoned island is insane. Sorry. DPS Catalyst is not where it's at for me, and Klee, every time I've tested her, she's just kind of clunky for me, so that's a no. That's why that's a no. Personality, child, playstyle. The threes of Klee that I would not pull for, okay? So that's number one. Sorry, Ganyu mains. I hate to do it to ya. It's the same reason. Personality? Does she have one? Well, I love Ganyu's look. This is great. Look at this. That's fabulous. The charge shot gameplay. This is me sleeping. Player if you love her. If you love the bow charge shot thing. I don't love it. I'll read a fanfic about her, but I'm not gonna pull for her. Wouldn't spend money on her is what I'm saying. Hu Tao. I would never pull for Hu Tao. I don't like the low health thing. I think that's the reason a lot of people don't pull for Hu Tao, right? They just can't stand the low HP gameplay, which is, you know, I think that's just a stylistic choice. It's the low HP, number one. This song. I like everything you would get used to your rotations, to keeping her alive, which leads me into the second reason I wouldn't pull for her. Like, maybe I could get past the gameplay, maybe. How do I word this? I've never wanted to be friends with someone less than Hu Tao. Something about this lady, you know that prank that was going around where friends would tell you to jump and they would kick your feet from under you and then you would get concussed? That's what I get from Hu Tao. Hu Tao's your friend that's trying to get you into a pyramid scam. This gives me emo kid in high school vibes who's trying to spook you out. And I should know, because I was the emo kid in high school. Okay, so don't tell me I should get along with Hu Tao. Forget it. Okay, so here's the thing with Yoimiya. Never say never with Yoimiya. It's just that every time I play Yoimiya, I'm very confused on whether or not I'm actually enjoying myself. By the time it's over, I feel like I didn't enjoy myself. So, I don't know. This is a pure playstyle thing. She's a cute character. I think if I was drowning, she would try to help me, which is pretty nice. It's the bow thing, you know? I'm not big on bow DPS, so. Characters I wouldn't pull for. Characters I wouldn't pull for. I think that was actually it. I mean, I guess Dia counts right now. I was initially gonna put her in the I'm not gonna build her section because I have a feeling I'm gonna lose a 50-50 to her someday. So someday she would move into the I would never build her section. But for now, she's on the banner. I would never pull for her. Here's the thing with Dia. If this was your friend, ride or die. She's ride or die. I love that. But thing number one with Dia, I don't really like cats. I don't like the cat motif. They use the cat motif a lot in the game, right? I guess a lot of people out there like cat ladies. Not me. Catch me not being eaten alive by my cats when I die. Cat motif, pass. First of all, she's got Claymore. I love Claymores. When the kit came out, I was thinking, based on her kit, I may or may not pull because I love Claymore characters. Then the kit came out. And I'm so sorry, Gia mains, because you really got shafted. I hate to say it. Oof. I was defending the kit before she came out because I was thinking, surely Hoyoverse has a plan. I don't know what the plan is here. I'm sorry. I know we haven't gotten any Fontaine characters yet, and we have no idea what to expect enemy-wise, but I don't get how she could be the better option. So I don't know what the play is. I'm really confused. It's a shame because she's a cool character, but as the kit stands now, I don't have any teams that would work in. I can't do that reverse melt Ganyu thing or whatever. I don't see it. I don't see me using my resources on a character that I don't understand why they built her that way. Those are the characters I would not pull for, but here's the thing. There's also a bunch of characters I would never build. All right, so first on the list, I gotta say Xinyan. Xinyan has a special place in my hole. I almost said hole. Not in my hole. She does have a special place in my hole. In my heart, because she was my first pyro claymore, I guess, my favorite weapon and my soon-to-be favorite element. And she helped me in the early game content a lot. You know, I enjoyed her when I enjoyed her. I actually enjoy her playstyle. The problem with Xinyan is I don't know if I like her enough to invest my resources in building a mediocre character. Like, if I'm gonna build a mediocre character, he pretty darn well better look like this, right? Like, I liked her playstyle, but not enough to invest resources in building her again. She's already more built than I would have built her had I not gotten her so early in the game. Nothing against Xinyan. Really cool character. I just wish that she either had more utility or I enjoyed her that much more, because then I might build her. Noelle. My first DPS, I guess? She's the first one you pull, right? And I love Claymore, so I use Noelle a lot. I reserve the right to change my mind on all of this, by the way. So if I do build one of these characters later down the line, don't come for me. Noelle getting better with cons, but she's still no Ito. Yeah, so that's the thing. She's no Ito, and like I said, it's the same thing with Xinyan. I like her. I don't like her playstyle enough to invest building her, especially when I got a really, really stupid version of her who's stronger. If I bled out in front of her, she'd probably try to help. So I appreciate that, but do I want to build my resources into her? Probably not. So that's why she's a pass for me. Look who's next. Aloy. Oh, poor Aloy. I know, rip to Aloy. Again, great personality. She's cool as a person, but problem here, bow. Not a big bow fan. Secondly, she's not that good. Her kit's not that strong. And I don't like her enough to build her anyway, despite that. She's stronger in her actual series. If you want to play Aloy, play Horizon Zero Dawn, okay? Don't play Genshin Impact. No on Aloy from me. The list is rather extensive, and as Edrake said, it is all women and children. Speaking of children, I really like Chi-Chi's personality, and when I first met her, I was like, who is that? She's so cute, like I must have her. And then I lost my first 50-50 to her, and it just hurt. So here's the thing with Chi-Chi. Peep the Cryo Razor video. I'm not a big fan of Cryo. If I'm gonna build a Cryo character, I wanna probably use them in like a reverse melt or melt, something like that with Benny. And I don't know how often Chi-Chi can really proc those reactions or how strong she can do it. Like Rosa's better for that, right? Plus she would support Benny by giving him more crit rate as opposed to healing, which Benny already does himself. So I just don't see the utility in me building a Chi-Chi. If I had gotten Chi-Chi really early, like my first 5-star was Mona. If I had gotten Chi-Chi instead of a Mona, I might be sitting here with a level 90 Chi-Chi. We might be in a whole different situation, but that's a different Mage in a different timeline, and you're gonna have to move to that timeline if you want to see that. I'm gonna pass on that. Sorry, Kaching Mains. I love your website. I love your website. You're doing great work. I just, personality, number one. The gameplay is kind of whatever for me, and don't you dare say that I'll hate them as similar. I'll hate them as exactly the same but green. That's Rudy Drake. I specifically asked that you not say that, and you've disobeyed. So I would ban you, but you're a mod. Yeah, I don't know. Also this, I'm just salty about this. I don't have a single Tignari or single Jean. I'm just salty, don't like her personality, don't love her playstyle. Pass on building her, that is why. All right, skipping Kujosara. Lisa. I don't know. I don't like something about Lisa. I don't trust her, maybe is what I should say. I don't trust Lisa. Weapon type, Catalyst, again, not the biggest fan. Just everything, bleh is what I'm saying. Bleh to Lisa, therefore I would not build her. Kale! I'm not gonna lie, I frequently forget that Kale exists. Something about her, she's too nice. Also, Sucrose wants her breath, which makes me question everything. Why? I don't know, Kale, you're gonna see a lot of similar issues. Bow character, I don't like her enough to build her in addition to her being like Mama Hoo Hoo. She's not bad. She's not a bad character. I have supports that kind of fill the role, so pass on the Kale, I think. And you know what? Watch me skip over Amber. I might build Amber someday. We got C4 Amber. I might build her. I'm not opposed to Amber. I'm currently in the process of farming for Farozan. Sayu. I mean, I don't want to say never say never with Sayu either, because maybe, but really low on the list. Like so low that it might as well be never, unless I stumbled into a billion resources. Also, her haircut. No offense to your haircut, Sayu, but that's bad. You think I wouldn't see that just because it's under your hood? What is that? That's the Howard Wolowitz treatment. Ugh. I have other healers. I to have other animal characters that are better at grouping, so I would likely pick them over her in terms of Vivi Shred. And Child, the lolly shape is my least favorite shape. They'll get there, you know, someday they'll turn into a good shape maybe, but Child shape, not my favorite. Sorry. Miche Children? I don't hate children. I just wish they would grow up already. All right, next, Friggin' Layla. This lady, I don't know what it is about her. If they took her out of the game, I don't think I would notice. I forgot she existed as soon as her banner ended. When I got her on standard, I was surprised because I totally forgot that she was even a thing. And now I never plan on building her because who is she? Her design? Beautiful. I love it. Phenomenal design. Love the hood. Love the hair. Love the stockings. That's great. I love it. The colors. I love balls. Don't quote that. I think this is a great design. It's a freeze thing. Again, I can't see her being super useful in my melt comps. Maybe, but like enough that I want to build her. Not really. I hate the way she talks, you know, because she's sleepy. I've seen insomniacs on the internet. They talk normal. You know, they just fall asleep. They don't have to talk like that. Anyway, Dory. I was really excited about Dory initially. Like, I loved the little, she's rolling around on the ghost. I just wish she was better, I guess is what I'll say. Like I said, if I'm gonna build a character I don't really care for personality-wise, they better be good. I heard actually she's quite good in Sino comps. Like a lot of people, when I did my Sino video, said that they enjoyed their Dory in their Sino comp. So there's a place for her. I just don't know if I want to fully build her when I have other options. Pass on Dory. I was initially excited about her. It's a shame. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna skip Yo-Yo because I might build Yo-Yo someday. Candace. Another shame because look at her. Look at this. She's gorgeous. I love her design. This is gorgeous. The moon thing? The eyes? Look at her. Look at that stare. I just wish she was better. That's all. Again, not saying there's no place for her. You know, you could slot anyone anywhere and still have fun, but if I don't see a utility, then I'm not gonna build. And finally, I think we're gonna close it off very strong here. If you've been here for any length of time, you know I hate Yanfei. Oh, her personality. I love the boots. Those look fun and fuzzy and comfy. But everything else, something about her just grinds my gears. I don't know why. Maybe it's the lawyerly type. You know, get your law degrees. Not saying you shouldn't get out there, get your law degrees. Absolutely. You do you. I love it. But don't be Yanfei. Yanfei's low-key cracked though. See, Renhao, this is 100% a personality issue. C4 Yanfei, also known as Tank Fei, totally viable. Yanfei actually as a DPS also can be really, really strong. I just don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her personality. I don't like Catalyst. So if I was gonna do DPS, this is not happening for me. Don't love Catalyst DPS, we know that. Unless they do something different, like punch your lights out, like Hazo, maybe Wanderer, because he steps on you. I don't know. I'd say 60% meta slays, 40% lore enjoyer. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. It's like characters can be so meta, I will build them, even if they're children. Look at Nahida, right? Closing it off, I hate Yanfei. The end. Ta-dang! Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Listen, like I said, a bad kit does not dissuade me from building a husbando. A bad kit completely destroys all chances of me building a waifu because I'm not a waifu enjoyer. If you're a waifu enjoyer and you love your Yanfeis, is Yanfei a waifu actually? How old is Yanfei? If you love your Ganyus or your Laylas or who else did I insult today? Go ahead, just keep loving him. It's great, that's wonderful. You got a good kit, I'll build you no matter what. You got a bad kit, you better hope you're handsome enough to back it up. Okay, I'm sweating. We're gonna end this video. And then we're gonna play a horror game. Listen, you could watch me if you were here on Twitch right now, play the horror game. But join me here next time, twitch.tv/Meijin, MEEJIIN. Thank you everyone for being here. Tell me your least favorite characters and who you would never pull for or build, because let's make everyone angry. But thanks everyone for joining me, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye! You can't count? I have a song for counting for twos, so I'm good at counting it by twos. Up until 38, because that's when the song stops.